Hello everyone, this is Dr. Praveen Tripathi and with me is Dr. Mehwish who scored 210, that too in the very first attempt. Dr. Mehwish, first of all, many congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Mehwish, please walk us through how you prepared, what was your strategy and how you ended up getting such a great score.
I don't think I have any copyrighted strategy of my own. I think if anybody would just type FMG preparation or any preparation for any exam in India, they would pop up certain videos and they would watch any kind of video, be it from any mentor or any content. I think everybody would get the crux of what kind of strategy they should have. And I did the same. I think I watched a few videos of students, of mentors, people who have qualified, people who are mentoring people to qualify. And I kind of realized that it's the same everywhere. Everybody is saying more or less the same thing. And pretty much everything is out there. Even your potential mistakes that you're gonna do while your preparation is out there. Mentors have already told us that you're going to feel like this, you're going to do this, you're going to feel like skipping this and that, don't do this. All the do's and don'ts are out there. So I don't think I have any thing personalized in this matter, but I do think that there is one step where you just analyze your own self and then you see what kind of a learner you are and try to inculcate that in your preparation. So yeah, that is, I think the strategy remains the same, which is maybe, get concise your notes, try to revise it as much as possible, try to execute it by practicing MCQs. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well said, Dr. Mehwish. So let's go into the specifics. So you were following the Mission 200 plus plan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's talk about the initial part, like the lab one, where we
Mm-hmm.
used to have live classes. So
Mm-hmm.
did you follow those live classes regularly, or would you watch them later on? What was your strategy towards those?
So initially, I tried to stay consistent with the live classes because I actually think that I'm somebody who struggles with consistency. And one of the reasons for me to join the cerebellum classes was because it's live. The schedule is on point. Like if you miss it, you have to watch this video and get on track with people. So my thing was, okay, fine, I want to stay consistent. That's why I'm going to take this program. I tried to stay consistent initially, but during this first lap, I had certain travel issues, and due to some personal reasons, I couldn't stay consistent with the live. But I would watch the recorded video the next day. And due to also, I think we had the academy gave us, I think, a margin of 7 days at the end of the lap one to control to complete all the backlogs and everything, which also helped. So if I had any backlogs, I actually completed it. So by the end of lap one, I had actually done the first reading with the academy itself.
Wonderful. And after the classes for every subject, we used to have E&Ds, the test and discussion.
Yeah, yeah.
So were you regular with those?
Yeah, I try to stay regular with most of it, and I actually find it I was very tempted to do E&Ds as well, because while looking up on the internet about the advertisements of all the platforms, E&D was something I was very much excited to see what actually happens, because also I think execution of the knowledge plays a very big role while taking the exam, because more or less everybody knows the basic crux, but it's the execution which makes the difference. So yeah, I think I tried to stay consistent with the first lap. With second lap, I was a bit, here and there, but first lap was more consistent. Yeah.
We stress upon this late night PYQs a lot. We believe that that brings a certain level of discipline to the
Mm-hmm.
preparation. What was your take? What is your take on the late night PYQs? Did you use them?
Yeah, I actually used late night PYQ was something that I was pretty much consistent with it every day and on time, I think. Also, it kind of makes the FOMO go away, because when I go on these Telegram groups or any other platform, there are past year questions, and I just want to go there and see that. But I have seen those come up in the late night PYQ. So it kind of makes me a bit calmer. Okay, fine, I've done these, or I'm gonna do these. It's gonna come up. And also, I think there were a bit of repeats also in exam as well. So those were also from late night PYQs. And since the PYQs were repeating every night, it also stays with you. And it's not just that you have seen it or you're just guessing it. You know it for sure as well. So that also gives you a bit of confidence. So I also like that feature as well.
There's this whole idea that have that let's have three labs. Let's
Mm-hmm.
ensure that there are at least 2 to 3 revisions in the 6 months. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
from the academic perspective, this idea makes a lot of sense because before you reach the examination hall, you
Mm-hmm.
have done everything and you have done everything in the last 10, 15 days also.
Yeah.
But I want to understand the student's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
How does it work out for students like you, especially who finally end up cracking the exam? How do you feel about the entire structure of these labs?
I think it's very much structured and structured in a very good way. For me, I told you that I'm not very consistent with my productivity as well. Some weeks would go where I could finish so many things, but there were days when I wasn't very consistent. But with this lab, with schedule and everything happening, I was actually a bit calm that I would complete at least 3 revisions of everything, which was, I think, which is very important during your preparation, to stay calm, to have a positive perspective. It gives you a bit of confidence as well. No, I've studied something 3 times, I won't do this wrong, or there is something that is retained in my head. So I think it's structured in a very good way. And I highly recommend it to anybody to follow, at least if you're not subscribing or if you're not watching the videos, at least follow the schedule. So you would also do revisions of everything at least 3 times.
Was it ever overwhelming, Dr. Mahwish? Every day there's a class, every day there's a test, and every day there's a fear that backlog may increase. Was it ever overwhelming in this entire journey?
No, I don't think. Even I think there were so many breaks in between. If I had made a timetable myself, I always overestimate the time and I make a bit unachievable goals. And then there is no holiday in between, no breaks, which eventually leads to burnouts and everything. But on the contrary, the academy, the schedule was nice. There were holidays in between. I think there was Holi off and a lot of holidays in between, which I think I couldn't have managed it myself if I had made timetable myself. So yeah, I don't think it was overwhelming in that way.
So, Mahwish, you got a score of 210, but not everybody was as lucky. Your juniors, your colleagues,
Mhm.
80% of the students could not pass the exam this time.
Mhm.
So as somebody who has cracked the exam and that too with flying colors,
Mhm.
what is your one piece of advice to your juniors and your colleagues who could not pass the exam this time?
If I'll try to keep it simple. I think consistency is the key, and keeping your calm, having a positive perspective. This might sound like very cliche advice, but I think this plays a very great role because even during the exam, I think I saw in the first part there were so many known questions. The concept was very known, but I wasn't very sure that should I mark it or not. But just if I think if I was a bit more confident, I would have marked it more confidently. It stays in your subconscious, so it's not like you'll go to the exam and there's some rocket science happening there and you'll be like, oh, what is this and that. But if you try to keep your calm and have a positive outlook towards it, your chances of performing better increases significantly. So that, I think, is something we underestimate while preparing, but we should keep that in mind. And then obviously revising as much as possible, staying to the basics, trying to not to grab everything, go here and there, just do whatever there is. If you have quick revision notes, just do it 3 4 times. Don't go here and there thinking that I should cover this and that and this and that. Just whatever you're doing, do it very nicely, and then I think it is achievable for sure.
What next, Dr. Mahwish? Do you plan to stay back or do you want to go abroad again for your higher studies?
Well, right now I'm gonna do my internship because I have to complete my internship, and afterwards, let's see. I'm definitely planning to do PG, but let's see where life takes us.
Wonderful. Mahwish, many congratulations, dear, for getting such a great score and
Thank,
this is my future.
thank you so much.
Very
Thank you
good.
so much.